Welcome back, guys, to my channel. In today's session, what we are going to discuss is the landing page overview of Vienna Advantage. We have already gone through there are many components available onto the landing page, and on this landing page, we need to understand each and every component since all these components has their impact onto the system. The main landing page of Vienna Advantage is categorized into three categories. One is basically the notification pane, the second one is the follow-up pane, and the third one is shortcut pane. Okay, or you can say these are three different panes. One is left pane, right pane, and the center line pane. Apart from that, there are many other things that are available into the Vienna Advantage that we need to understand. So in this video, we are going to see what are all the main components of the Vienna Advantage landing page. Now, the Vienna Advantage home page or the landing page majorly categorized into three panes: notification pane, follow-up pane, shortcut pane. Now, the notification pane is the section that contains the detail of the login user along with the user specific notification like workflow approvals, request approvals, notices, calendar, appointments, my task, task assigned by me, KPIs, notes, and the DMS. While the follow-up pane area contains the details of the subscribed records and the user can see the chat notification. That the notification comes to each other if certain record is subscribed, and you can understand in a business there is a purchase order, there is a sales order. All these are very important things for the business. And if I subscribe to certain sales order and I want to make sure that the delivery would happen on time on the sales order, then I can subscribe that sales order and can chat to the users who are dealing that particular sales order throughout the organization. So that's basically the follow-up pane. Now next is the shortcut pane. The shortcut pane area further divided into two sections. One is the link, the other one is the favorites. The link section contains the shortcut like calendar, contacts, settings, business analytics, marketing, etc. The new shortcuts can be further defined in this section as per the requirement. The favorites contains the shortcut of the window, form, and reports. The user can define their favorites from the menu that are often used by the users. So that's basically the favorites. So these are all the major components of the landing page or the home page of the VA. Let's move on to the system and we'll see what are all these things. Okay, right now I'm at my landing page. You can see into the landing page there is three panes. One is the left pane, okay, that is the notification pane. The second one is the follow-up pane, okay, where you can subscribe a certain record and thereafter you can chat over that particular record to the various users within the organization. The last pane is basically the shortcut pane, which is further divided into links and the favorites. So the links, you would be able to see some shortcuts in terms of the links that can be further extended by the consultants. Onto the other side, the favorites would be user defined. If I'm belongs to a sales department and I often work onto the sales opportunities or to the leads, and I would be able to define my favorites as lead or a sales order. If I'm a purchase executive, then often I use purchase requisition and the purchase orders, the blanket purchase orders. I can define them as favorites in my login area. Okay. Now at the top you would be able to see the first is basically the menu, and this menu would be able to see all the components of the menu which are accessible to you. And this menu would be changed. Right now I logged in with the admin role, that's why I would be able to see all the components. While when the roles and the user settings are defined properly within the system, then this menu would be specific as per the role defined. If I belongs to the sales, and only the sales components I would be able to access. If I belongs to a purchase, and the purchase components can be accessible from the menu. Onto the other side, there is a eye icon that showcase some quick instances. I just want to see what's basically the credit limit of a business partner, what's the contact person, what's the phone number. I would be quickly able to see. So these are the quick info windows by which I would be able to access and I can answer to somebody. So that is a useful thing. Apart from that, you would be able to see the date, and next it's basically the username which logged in into the system, and you would be able to see the image of the users at this particular section. This is the logout button, and then onto the left side, that is which user logged in, and thereafter you would be able to see few of the sections, where the first section says that it is a workflow activities. All the workflow approval you would be able to see in this section, and you would be able to approve or decline a certain workflow. Then the next one is the notices. The notices sent by the system using the workflow or using the alerts. You would be able to see all those notices at this particular section. Then we have the request management module, and from the request management module, if there is some sort of request came for the approval, you would be able to see in this particular section. Then onto the appointment, you would be able to see all your appointments based onto the calendar. The calendar is accessible to all the users. You would be able to define, generate the appointments. You will receive all the appointments in this particular section. Thereafter, you would be able to define your task using the My Task activity. By clicking on this plus icon, you would be able to define your new task for the users to whom you want to assign. You would be able to assign. Presently, I have ABC user. So in this way, you would be able to see, you would be able to enter the title of the task, what would be the result, the task, categories, okay, and thereafter the start date and end date, and to whom it would be assigned, what's the status, whether it is closed or not closed, what's the priority of this task. All this stuff you would be able to define in this particular section of the My Task. Then you would be able to see the task assigned by me. So you would be able to see here all the tasks which are assigned by you to the another users, or by the another users to you. You would be able to see here the task assignment by me section. Then you would be able to generate your journal notes for your references on daily basis. So that's one of the critical part here, since you need not to maintain all the diaries all the time, physical diaries, to write down your notes. You would be able to write down your notes using My Notes section. So here is the My Notes section. Thereafter, there are the certain KPIs, that is the key performance indicators, you would be able to define here based on to the data available. So we'll go through with all these details later on, how to define the key KPIs within the system. And the last section, presently it's not functional, that would be taken here for the approvals associated to the document management system, that's the DMS. So presently you would be able to see please install DMS module, but it is not functional presently. Okay, so that is the notification area. Now onto the follow-up area, as I have mentioned that you would be able to subscribe a certain record. So probably on a certain window you might have the subscription button. Let's see the purchase order. Presently I do not have any data in this database, but if you have a certain purchase order, you would be able to define the purchase order. You would be able to subscribe a certain record. So there would be a subscription here. You would be able to see there is an icon called subscription. Presently it is not enabled in my database, so I will enable next time, and I will showcase you how to set up the follow-ups, how you can do the follow-ups against the transactions. So that's the follow-up area, and thereafter you would be able to see your links. You can open your calendar, the business analytics, the settings. You would be able to see all this stuff at this particular place. And again, one of the important part is the market. So Vienna is always binded with the market, and you would be able to download all your modules using the market. So and the shipment of a certain functionality is very easy using the market. Okay, so that's basically the market. And thereafter here is the favorite section. As I have mentioned that if you belongs to a certain department, let's say I'm from the admin department who need to maintain all the masters. I just want to maintain the customer master, so I can click on these three links and I'll say add to favorites, and later on very quickly I would be able to open a particular window that is marked as favorites. So this is all the things that are available within the system into the landing page, and that's what's the overview of the landing page. I hope this video will help you to understand the landing page of the Vienna Advantage. Thank you. Bye bye.